Good afternoon, everyone. Dan here and Tina, and we're going live on a Saturday, and I just wanted to show you one simple thing. Now, if you want to launch your very first Facebook ad to get sales in, this is what I recommend. If you give me the next 5 minutes, I'll show you the quick start £5 ad strategy that I recommend for all my premium clients to get their quick wins in. And I'll show you how to do this by publishing these exact £5 ads in our own Facebook Ads Manager. And if you want to have the exact same script that we use for our own ads so you can launch yours, drop us a comment and I'll share it with you into your Facebook Messenger. How does that sound? Okay. So,
Thanks, Dan.
if I share my screen a moment, I have the Ads Manager ready, I have our video editor ready to make the video the right shape, and we have also prepared the video ahead of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my process of launching this video, and then you'll know how to do it too. So one moment while I share my screen. Hello, seeing yourself double, and let's go into the Ads Manager. So what we want to launch today is what we call a conversion multiplier. This is a £5 ad which is promoting a 60-second video. And what you want to do here is you want to promote a freebie so that people ask you for the freebie and comment below or send you a message. Because that is the simplest way to bring in, for estate agents, that is the simplest way to bring in a seller that they can just speak to and potentially book a property appraisal with, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to prepare a conversion multiplier live and post it out on our Facebook ads. And then if you want the document, then you can request it. When I want to set up these 60-second videos, I always want to put captions on it. And I also want to make sure it is the right size because it needs to be seen on Reels, because Reels are really effective at the moment. Everyone's doing these phone-sized short videos that people can really watch. So let's show you.
Fans, isn't that what they call it?
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm just going to check our things going live and all across all the platforms.
Go for it. Now I have the video ready that we're going to use, and I'm going to upload it. And this may take a second, but I'm going to walk you through what we do to prepare this video. Now we're using a program called CapCut. It's free. You can use it as we're using it now. We're not paying for it, and you can just use it the same way we are. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure it's the right size, and then we're going to add automated captions to the bottom. So everyone who has their phone muted and just doesn't hear what we're talking about in the video, they'll also get to see the information. Now, let's see. First thing we need to do is we need to resize the video so it fits from top to bottom. Now, one way I'll do this is I will use the corner buttons and I will make it just the right size. And I'll put Tina right in the middle. There we are. So now we've got Tina. There we go. Might center it a little bit more to the right. And there we are. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go to the left side and I'm going to use the captions section to automatically add captions to the video. I'm going to add them as English UK and then just generate. What this is going to do is it's going to basically listen to the video and it's going to put in the captions, put in the words that Tina's speaking right beneath, just like this. But the issue is this text doesn't really stand out quite yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit it quick. And with CapCut, that's pretty simple. What I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to make the text bigger. I'm going to go for 14, let's say. And what I want to do is I want to make sure it stands out, for example, with a good shadow.
One stream's not working.
Ooh, that's the background. So if you use, for example, stroke and shadow, you can pick a color and that makes it stand out much easier. I'm going to go for red. You said we were having a technical issue?
Yeah. It's
Let
not
me
going
have a
across.
look.
Not going across any of the platforms at all today.
Right here.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Thank you. I could.
Just checking we're live, everyone. And yeah, so what you can do is you can edit the colors, for example, for the stroke and the shadow around your text, and that will make it stand out a lot better. I'm also going to turn this into uppercase. Well, that is rather big, but let me see how it looks across the video. Might put it at 13, 14 works quite well. And as you can see, now as I play through the video, one thing you'll want to do is on the left side, you can see the list of captions as they go through the video. It's got the time and then the captions going next to them. And what you can do is you can actually go through and edit all of the text, like I'm doing now. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to assume all the text is correct, because usually with the AI that CapCut uses, it's pretty much spot on. So what we'll do right now is we'll export it, and we'll actually go to the Ads Manager, which is where you want to set up the video properly, right? So let's export it as conversion multiplier. Conversion. And that will now save. Now, while that's working in the background, we're going to go back to the Ads Manager, and this is the Ads Manager with all the ads that we are currently running set to maximum. Now, in the conversion multiplier, because all the settings we want to use are the same, we are launching multiple of these to be able to start conversations with estate agents, and I'll show you how you can do the same thing to start conversations with local sellers. So first you want to go to one of the ones you've already created. If you already have one ready, you can click duplicate like I am doing now. But for your benefit, I'm going to go through all of the settings so you can see them. So first of all, you want to start at the campaign level. And once you've created, you'll want to assign this a name. Of course, if it's going to people in your area, normally you'll want to call this top of funnel because you're sending it to a cold audience. If you already have an audience of people that you can retarget to, like some of our other ads, then you'll call it middle of funnel because that's already targeting someone who knows you. They're not top of funnel, they know you already.
It's basically a warm audience.
Yeah, a warm audience, exactly. As an estate agent, you'll always want to make sure that the housing special ad category is selected, like so. I'm going to discard this draft because in my case, that isn't necessary, but just letting you know that needs to happen. And what you'll also want to do is make sure A/B test and advantage, you'll want to ignore these.
So make sure they're turned off.
Yeah. Now, the most important part of this, especially when you're creating video ads, is you want to use the engagement objective. I'll actually go back and show you as I create a new campaign. You'll be given a set of options, and you want to make sure you choose engagement here. Because with the engagement objective, what will happen is your video will get in front of more people and it will cost you less money.
That's key, guys.
Yep. If it costs you more money to reach people, then you're going to get worse results.
Yeah, it's not so good. So
once you've got the campaign level ready, you'll want to go to the ad set level, which is these 4 boxes. And you'll also want to name your ad set. In our case, these videos are always built around something that we're giving away for free. And in this video, which has just completed, and I will download now, in this particular video, we are giving away a year's worth.
Sorry, everybody. Giving away my my private client email sequence for 2023, Dan.
Oh yeah.
So it's my private client email sequence for 2023 on this one. But it's a year's worth, so it means the same.
Year's worth of follow-up emails, let's call it.
Yeah, let's do that.
We're giving away
So
the year's worth of follow-up emails that we would use for our private clients. And so that's what we're going to call the video. You always want to name this something you can recognize. So when you're having a look at the data later, you'll recognize what each ad is and you'll be able to make changes based on that.
The party didn't even know it.
Next, you want to make sure for conversion, this is basically the action that you want people to take on your ad. You just want to select on your ad. And the reason you want to do this is you want to get people to watch your video, and then what you want them to do is comment below. Another way you can do this, you can select messaging apps. I don't suggest this when you're starting, simply because getting comments is a lot easier in many cases, and because you will get lots of engagement, which means your post will be seen by more people whenever somebody comments. But that's something that you can test out later.
Depends on the industry as well, by the way.
For engagement type, you'll want to leave this as video views, as you are sharing a 60-second video.
That's important.
You'll most likely want to leave performance goal as maximize through play views, which is get the most amount of 15-second views as possible. That tells Facebook what they're looking out for and what kind of people they're trying to bring in. As for the budget, you will always want to select a budget of £5 going to cold. All right. So these ads are £5 ads. So you'll set £5 on a daily budget. You won't need an end date on this ad. What you'll do is over time you will see the results of the ad, and then you'll make changes based on that.
Yeah.
Now, for the audience, especially going to cold, this is what I would do for estate agents. You won't be able to edit, for example, the first thing I would do is I would edit the location. For us, this is the United Kingdom in its entirety, but let's say you are an estate agent in Wolverhampton. Drop a pin on Wolverhampton and make sure that the pin is 16 kilometers or above, because that's what your special ads category will allow you. That's your first level of targeting. You want to make sure you're in the location where you can work. Then the special ad category won't let you change neither your age or the gender of who you're targeting, but what you can do is you can narrow down people by certain interests. For example, one of the targetings you can use is an interest in property industry. And here it is. Property brackets industry. It will show up as real estate industry, but that doesn't matter. It's the same thing. And that will narrow down your audience a little further so that you're only targeting people who are interested in property. And finally, what you'll want to do is you'll want to go to where it says Advantage Plus Placements. You'll want to turn that off. For a video such as this, you'll only want to send it to, for example, you'll only want to send it out as a short, as a reel, or for example, like the short videos. So everywhere where it will show up as a 60-second video. So what we will do is we'll turn off Audience Network at the top, Messenger at the top. We'll turn off Instagram for a moment, scroll down and turn on Instagram Stories and Instagram Reels. Then we will turn off Facebook for a moment, and then turn on Facebook Stories and Facebook Reels. And that's just an easy way of getting all your placements to the right area, and that will make sure your ads go to the right place. I don't believe I'm missing anything on this page. You've got your location, you've got your interests. You'll be able to set up a list of interests that will bring you your audience. And now it's just a case of making your ad. So you'll go to the ad set level. This is like the single block here. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to name it accordingly. So year's worth of follow-up emails. call it a value bomb because you're giving away this freebie. You'll want to make it as valuable as possible in most, if not all cases, simply because more people will actually request it and pick it up, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And then what you'll want to do at the end is click add video and make sure you have uploaded your new conversion multiplier, your
With
new
it.
60-second video.
With its captions on it, yeah.
Yep. So you'll just want to drag it in from your computer. It will say it will upload. You want to click next. Fastest way to exit out is to click cancel. And then that will start processing the actual video. Now to finish this off, you want to make sure that multi-advertiser ads are off. You want to make sure you want to ignore anything below that. If you have a pixel, you'll want to make sure that it's selected or an offline event set. And then once your video is in, you'll want to add a little explanation of the freebie you are giving away. Had I prepared one? Let me see.
I don't think you did actually, because you've been busy doing other things, Dan.
This is the... This is the year's worth of sequenced emails that I help my private clients to create, and this document will set up yours. Not quite what I'm looking for. This is part of the copywriting aspect of it. You'll want to write something that's enticing and that hooks them to watch the actual video.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to say something.
Yeah.
It's really important to bear in mind that with all Facebook advertising, that especially in the estate agency industry, that all good targeting actually starts at the ads level, and that's to do with your call out, your creatives, like your actual pictures that you're using, and the words you're actually using with this primary tag. So like using things like a hook, a good headline, and what we call a promise of value, giving people a reason to want to click on your ad. That is essential, but also because the Facebook algorithm is getting more and more, well, let's say it's becoming cleverer. This is what, I mean, you know all about AI now. This is one of the things that AI is actually doing. It's actually making this targeting. I reckon it'd be irrelevant soon, to be honest. But as long as you can actually create these your ads correctly in a way that Facebook can actually read where it needs to go, you'll find that they're going to put it in the right place anyway for you. So it'll actually make the special ads category irrelevant soon, I think, personally, anyway.
Well, I've prepared the little hook, which is this sequence of emails will help UK estate agents to bring back local homeowners when they sell in 3, 6, 9, or even 12 months' time.
Nice.
So that's what we'll add to the hook.
Can we put smiley faces in these things, or is it?
Absolutely.
Can we? That's really
Let's
cool.
add one at the beginning to catch attention. If you add a single emoji at the beginning, it will catch more attention than if you just, for example, just write text. That's also why you want to separate your text out into short paragraphs so that it makes it more readable. But other than that, I believe this conversion multiplier, this 60-second video, is ready.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that.
So let's publish it. Hit publish, the video is ready, and that's now going to go out to our audience.
Nice.
If you're a UK estate agent, you might actually see this video if you go through your Facebook stories or your Instagram Reels. Well, how about that, eh?
That was easy.
Right, now we're back.
Yeah. So if you've got any questions about any of that anytime, we're here to help you with these kind of things. Okay, so feel free just to reach out if you've got any questions about how to put these out, how to actually create conversion multipliers.
And if you want the document that shows you how to write out these ads, that includes both the video script and how you put them in your ads manager, drop a comment below and we will send it directly to you.
Happy to help you guys. Happy to help you. This is a really easy and quick way to get cheap adverts out, to get people to actually recognise what it is you do and who you are in your industry.
I mean, it's like a quick wins, isn't it? It's like designed to get comments in as fast as possible. It's designed to get you speaking with potential clients as fast as possible.
Yeah, exactly. It starts your conversations, and that's where everything just starts. Conversations are the fastest path to cash. That's what our mentor always tells us.
That's exactly it.
And it's
right.
It works every time.
Have a lovely weekend, everyone.
Cheers, everyone.